Hey, you alright? Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, all good. Okay, I've got a few questions for you.
Great to hear. Fire away. I'm ready for your questions.
Okay, well, it's not actually a question. I'm going to read something out to you. Well, speak. I'll speak. And tell me what you think about it, because this is something that's been on my mind for a while. And it, one, annoys me, two, disappoints me, and I want better.
I'm listening, David. Go ahead and share it with me. Take your time.
Okay, cool. So when individuals are arrested, male or female, they are taken to a police station and they are interviewed under caution. A lot of people do during these interviews, because they've been advised by their solicitor or they've been told by their friends, whoever, is to say no comment. I believe this is the wrong thing to do. I believe you should never go in an interview and say no comment when asked a question, because every time you're asked a question and you say no comment, one, you're actually commenting, so you're defeating the object. Two, if it ever goes to trial, jurors will look at you as if you're guilty before they've even seen any evidence, because an innocent person doesn't usually go into a police interview and say no comment, even though it is your right to do so, but it does paint a negative picture of you. So what I believe that solicitors should be advising their clients to do is prepared statements. So something of the lines of, I have advised my client to make no further comment during this.
You're making a really strong point here, David.
I know, but you just
I
interrupted
can
me.
see how frustrating it must be when people are advised to take a route that, in your view, could hurt them more than help. You're right that saying no comment can be seen as a form of commentary, which could be misinterpreted. It's like leaving things open to interpretation, especially when, as you mentioned, a juror might see it as suspicious. The idea of a prepared statement instead of simply saying no comment makes a lot of sense. It provides clarity and puts the focus on the fact that you're exercising your right while still maintaining transparency. It also helps ensure that the response doesn't leave room for negative assumptions. Do you want to continue with the prepared statement example, or dive deeper into how you'd see it working in practice?
Yeah, well, I was actually continuing, but you interrupted me. It's okay though.
Sorry about that, David. I didn't mean to interrupt. Please go ahead and I'll let you finish your thought.
Okay. I kind of lost where I was.
No worries. You were talking about how you believe people should avoid saying no comment during police interviews, as it could negatively affect how they're perceived, especially if it goes to trial. You were also heading towards explaining the idea of prepared statements instead. Would you like to pick up from there or start fresh?
Yeah, I'll pick up from there.
Go ahead, take your time.
So, prepared statements, something on the lines of, I have advised my client to make no further comment until full disclosure of evidence has been provided. Now, at that point...
That's a strong approach. It sets a clear boundary while still showing cooperation and transparency. A statement like that could help avoid any negative assumptions while making it clear that the individual is only withholding comment because of legal advice, not because they're trying to hide something. It's much more professional and controlled than simply saying no comment. You could also include something like, my client categorically denies any involvement in this matter and has been advised to refrain from commenting further until full disclosure has been provided. That way, you're making it clear that they are not guilty, but still maintaining their right to silence in a formal and structured manner. How do you feel about that approach for your content? Does it capture the message you're trying to convey?
Absolutely. I think that's an absolutely brilliant idea. And then for the remainder of the interview, the client does not say a single word.
Exactly. By setting the tone early with a clear, prepared statement, the individual can maintain their right to silence without coming off as evasive or guilty. Once that statement is made, they don't need to say anything else, which not only protects them, but also keeps the situation professional and respectful. It also shows that they're not just avoiding questions, but are following their solicitor's guidance to protect their legal rights. This could be a game changer for how people handle police interviews, especially for those who've never been in trouble before and may not fully understand the potential consequences of their responses.
Yeah, I think it's important.
I think this could be some valuable advice for your audience. Would you want to add anything about how to ensure the statement is carefully crafted by the solicitor, or how to choose the right legal representation?
No, I think the solicitor should be equipped enough to prepare a decent prepared statement. But what I would like to say is that it's down to the individual, it's down to the person who's been interviewed to instruct their solicitor that this is what they want them to do. Because solicitors are instructed by you. They represent you, but they are there on your bidding. So it's down to you to instruct your solicitor and tell them, don't let them tell you, you tell them that this is a route that you'd like to go down. Because what I've found is that solicitors very rarely recommend this method, which is disappointing.
That's an excellent point. It really emphasizes the importance of the individual taking control of the situation and being proactive in their defense. While solicitors have their expertise, it's crucial for the person being interviewed to assert themselves and communicate clearly about how they want the process to unfold. After all, it's their case, and they need to feel confident in the decisions being made. It's disappointing when solicitors don't recommend this method, especially since it seems like a more thoughtful, controlled approach than just relying on no comment. Being clear and firm with the solicitor about what route to take ensures that the individual isn't left in a vulnerable position, relying on generic advice that might not fully protect them. This could be another key message for your audience. Don't be afraid to take charge of your legal representation and ensure that your solicitor is advising you in the best way possible. This could make a world of difference, especially for those who aren't familiar with the legal process. How do you...
Alright, you get the message, yeah. Stop relying on your solicitors to save you. They're not going to save you. You need to save yourself. Okay? Saying no comment in interviews is dumb. It's old. It doesn't work. And those people that are going to be your jurors are going to look at you like you're a liar. Okay? I'm talking from experience. Okay? I've had many dealings with solicitors. Stop. No comment is the worst thing to do. It makes you look guilty, man. Okay? Prepared statements. Yeah? And then for the rest of the interview, saying nothing. And they've told you to do that. So you're covered. Okay? The word no comment. Never say it. Never ever say it. Even when you go to the even when they check you in at the station and you speak to the sergeant, when the sergeant books you in, they'll read out the charges to you. And what you'll find, like, because they are waiting for you to comment, yeah, one thing you should always say is I'm innocent. Because when you go to court, they read out that part of the process when you was asked at the desk whether you were innocent or not. They read it out in court. And if you didn't say anything when the charges were read out to you, they'll say the plaintiff made no comment when the charges were read out to him. Now, you've got to get into the psyche of jurors. Jurors are looking to see, like, is this person innocent? Is this person guilty? And if these charges are read out to you and you're not making a comment, they'll be like, well, if that was me, I'd definitely be commenting and be like, this isn't me. So when the charges are read out to you at the desk, yeah, say, I'm innocent, this isn't me. Say it. When you go and interview, prepared statement, and then say nothing else. In fact, you don't have to say anything. You speak to your solicitor, you tell your solicitor, this is what I want to do. A prepared statement. Police corruption. I'm scared. I don't want to speak until full disclosure. And then for the rest of the interview, you'll have to speak. You'll have that conversation with your solicitor when no one else is in the room. Okay. Alright. I really hope that helps. It's important, though. It's crucial, and it can save you. Alright. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Nothing but peace and love, harmony, sun's out. Enjoy life. Bless.